Hi, I'm Hira Hosèn and I'm here to catalyze global ascension. And today I would love to vlog about free will. I know that many of you have asked me to do free will and karma. That's a bit too much for one topic, so I'll just start with free will, and then one of the vlogs that will follow, I will do karma. So I've been studying this really well, so here it goes. Free will is the choice behind an agreement to experience something. So it's kind of a clear choice, like, are you going to experience something or not? So the only one that can break your free will is your higher self. Your own higher self. If you don't know what your higher self is, I've made another vlog about higher self. So there is free will, and actually everybody has it. Everybody has free will. It's not only the enlightened ones or the very people that are very spiritual or anything weird like that. It's everybody has free will. Just not... And maybe dark workers think they don't have free will, but that's not true. They do. So we all have free will, and obviously we all have like genetic material or cultural material or stuff like this, which is actually unflexible. So it's kind of hard to tap into the free will sometimes. So actually, we do have free will, but you have to be strong to actually access it. So how is it possible that on this planet free will is violated? That is possible because our planet and our human collective have agreed to have a certain experience. So first, we agreed to have an experience where our free will was kind of violated, in the sense of we played the game of power over others. Okay, so we all agreed as a human collective and the planetary collective to actually play this game, this duality game, this light-dark type game, to actually be ruled by others. So there's this elite rulers that came in and that have actually ruled this planet for a very long time through what we can call the fear matrix or the fear machine. Now this fear machine, you can imagine all kinds of technology and mystical weapons that they have put into practice to actually keep us in this very low vibrational fear matrix. So in a way they see us as their real estate, this planet as well, and we are their energy source and we are their slaves. So again, there's no we're not victims, we actually chose to have that experience. Now what happened like about 40-50 years ago, we started to move into a new sector in the galaxy. And in this new sector of the galaxy, things are way more possible, okay? So, for example, we can have an experience where everything is possible. So this is pretty big, and it really is, because really everything is possible. So we are actually have decided as a human collective, planetary collective, to move on into a new paradigm where we live and create as empowered human beings. So now again, we are going back to where our free will is violated. What happened is that we are like decades behind. You know, normally we would move naturally in this new paradigm that we are already in. We would move into it naturally, but these elite rulers have kept us so much in this fear matrix that we are not prepared, and most of us on this planet still are not aware of this new reality being born. And actually, every breath you take, you are actually living in it already. So that's okay. So, but what they did was, like they hijacked this timeline, and they kept us artificially in a low vibration through all this machinery and all these things that I've told you, through war, through the media, through all these types of stuff. So that actually opened the door for also for higher vibrational beings to come in. So I'm one of those, and you're probably one of those. If not, you wouldn't actually look at this video, or maybe you're not one of those. But anyway, millions and millions of souls came in as human beings, as plants, as animals, to actually raise the frequency of this planet, which is definitely happening. That's why so many people are waking up. And so, actually, this is what has happened. So what has happened is that around 2011, these darker entities, I don't know how to call it, because there would be judgment if you say dark entity. It's just a vibration. Yeah, the light is a very high frequency, and darker energies have lower frequency, like fear have a lower frequency. So they went to the planetary council and they said, hey, why don't we create another, like you could say, like a planetary reality, where we take all the sleeping people from this reality with us, and go on with this power over others configuration. So for some of you that have never heard about this could actually come like a hit. It really hits you. I know that it did to me once I got conscious about this. It really hit me, because it's like you think that everyone is going into this new paradigm, and all of a sudden you're there, and like millions are not coming with you. The other time we had this experience was during Lemuria, where Lemuria, what is now called Middle Earth, just continued to go, and they had to leave a lot of people behind. So if you do feel that sadness and you know, yeah, sadness, really sadness, if you do feel that, then try to process it. And at the end of the vlog, I will give you an example of how you can process this. So there was this choice, and they said, can we take them? Then the Planetary Council, which is all of us, it's like we have a higher vibrational awareness connected to all of us as human beings, and we are deciding. Sometimes we have, for example, free will is not only consciously deciding on something. Free will also is that sometimes you make choices inconsciously, or from your higher self, or from a higher vibration. So we all agreed, the human collective has actually agreed upon these darker entities to actually take those sleeping people with them to another parallel reality, which will happen in the next 2-3 generations. So it's not done yet. You can totally wake up. Just step in the new paradigm which is here now. We can do two things that my biggest inspiration, Ainelia Benz, has taught me. So I will put the link below the video of the things that I'm going to propose to you. But very simply, one of them is that you can cast a vote. So you can say, I agree with something, or I do not agree with something. So this is one of the biggest powers we have. You agree with something, or you do not agree with something. And if you do not agree with something, you can state it and then leave the situation. Now once you start doing this, it seems very simple, and it is, but once you start doing this, this will really start to move things in your reality. So one of the things that you can do, that for example I do when I see chemtrails or something in the sky, you can put this round, this red round around it with a big cross in it. So whatever you see that you do not agree with, you put a round, visually, you know, mentally, or whatever, from your heart, or whatever you use for your imagery, you put a round circle around it with a cross in it, and you say, I do not agree with that. And then you imagine or use your imagery for something that you do agree with, and you put a little, you know, green done tick box next to it. This is what I do agree with. And I know it sounds very simple. Try it. It's extremely strong. Like It really works. So the more that you actually embody the light and the more you become the human being you really are, the more that the votes that you cast, with agreeing or not agreeing, are manifesting very fast in the reality. So now another thing you can do, second thing, is a fear processing exercise, because fear is the agreement that something or someone is more powerful than we are. So you're basically literally giving your power away and saying you can do with me whatever you want. So this is why fear is the lowest vibration. So you can actually work on that and actually process them and then higher your vibration. So Aninia says that we can all share this because the more people that do this, the higher the vibration goes. And so one of the things that you can do for enable to do this work, I will put you the link so you can read it through for yourself very slowly and do this exercise as much as possible. Is that you trace the fear into your body. So you scan your body and trace where the fear is. Let's say it would be here. Then you process that fear and you welcome it. So you say, fear, whatever that fear is about, I welcome you. And so you trace it in your body, you welcome it, and you let it express. So it could express in so many ways, and like thoughts or emotions or memories or anything coming up, physical knots or pain or whatever. So you welcome that expression and you kind of trace down an expression and all the different expressions that it has for you. And then you thank that expression for actually expressing itself. And then what you can do is just send it, you actually expand it. So you expand it further and further and further. And then once you've expanded it completely, you actually send it, because once things expand, they're actually disappearing. So once you have expanded it up until you could make it as big as a planet, then what you do is that you actually, once it's expanded so much, it kind of disappears. It's very, very beautiful how that works. And then you send the love and light from your heart, from source. So basically really from source, you send the love and light and you bring it back to source. So this really works. Try it out. It's a fear processing exercise. I do it every day. Any fear that comes up, I do this exercise and it really works. So I hope this was useful for you, and check out the link of Anilia Benz below, and I will see you in the next vlog. I love you very, very much. Namaste and bye bye from Ibiza.